Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial, and today I will be showing you how to upload an HTML5 file to the internet with Adobe Dreamweaver CS5 File Transfer Protocol feature, or FTP. Begin by opening Dreamweaver and clicking on the folder that says Open next to it. Actually, we're going to skip the folder part and we're going to go back to Dreamweaver, and you're going to go up to the top taskbar here and click on Site, and then in the drop down menu click on New Site. Try that again, New Site. Okay, here we go. We're going to give the site name Upload 1, so it's easy to remember. And the local site folder will be what I've already placed on my desktop, which will be Tutorial 1. I don't want to choose that. I'll go down to the servers portion, click on that. And if you notice down here, you'll see a plus sign. You want to click on that and give the server a name. I'm going to be calling it Google Chrome. Once you've done that, you want to make sure that you're connecting using FTP. Then you want to give or name your FTP address, which is your domain name. Mine is NoseRadDesign.com. Then after that, you want to make sure port is set at 21. And then for the username, you want to use the username that you set up earlier with your web hosting account. Mine is NoseRad. After you've done that, you want to fill out your password, and the password will be what you filled out earlier also with your hosting account. Okay. Now on the root directory portion, you want to set that to public_HTML. Once you've done that, you want to click Save. Then you want to click Save again. And once your computer is connected to the Upload 1 folder, we'll move on to the next step. Now, look to the bottom right in your Dreamweaver application. There will be a tab that open that says Files and Assets. This is where you want to go. I'm going to pull the tab out to make it a little larger for easier to see. But before we do that, or before we move on, this icon here connects you to the remote host. Currently, I'm already connected, but sometimes you will see that where there's no green light. If there's no green light, you want to click it and make sure the green light's on. It'll say connecting to upload. That's what we were waiting on earlier. Now if you notice, there's another little icon in the taskbar here that is able to be clickable, and that is to expand to show local remote sites. We're going to click that to get a bigger window view. We're going to maximize it one more time. And then if you'll notice, on the left here is the remote server view. Your public HTML folder should be open, which it is. Then on the right, in your local files view, the Upload 1 site that we named earlier is also open. We're going to minimize this folder here. And on the remote server side, we're going to make sure this is highlighted, the public HTML, and then we're going to right click, new folder, which it did not work, but we're going to try it again. Right click, new folder. And as you notice down here, we have a untitled new folder. We're going to name that Tutorial 1. Make sure it saves. Now we're going to expand that to open it. Now you're going to want to, what we're going to do here is we're going to select on the first file in the Upload 1 folder. We're going to hold down Shift and select them all. Once they're all blue and all selected, you're going to want to grab them and then drag them over the Tutorial 1 folder, where you'll now notice a little green plus sign and release. As you'll notice, you'll have a little file activity bar show up, and it will let you know all the bytes that are being written, which are basically your files. So once that's done and uploaded, all the files will be moved from your local files folder or local files window into your remote server window into the Tutorial 1 folder, which will now house the most important, your index.html file, along with your scripts, your styles, your images, and anything else that you would like to have published onto your website. Now, as we can see that the status bar is just about finished loading, the next step that we're going to do is we're going to click over into the remote server side into the Tutorial 1 folder just to be sure that all of our files have been transferred over. This process could take anywhere from a couple of seconds to quite a few minutes, depending how large your files are. We're not going to click cancel. We're going to hit no. Usually that does not pop up, but we'll have to see if everything transfers over. Okay, it's all finished up now. Let's look over here. Let's see what we got. The Tutorial 1 folder now has your styles, your scripts, the screenshot, the index.html, my images, and I believe that's it. It's the exact same stuff that's over here. So we're going to close that or minimize it. And we're going to open up a web browser now just to test to see if that's worked. Okay, we're going to keep this window open just so you can see just a little bit of what's going on down here. We want to type in your domain name. Remember, mine was NoseRideDesign.com. We're going to hit the / button. And since the folder that the Tutorial 1 folder is in your remote server side in your public HTML folder, once you type Tutorial 1, click enter, and there you have it. That is how you file transfer protocol with Adobe Dreamweaver CS5.